Have you ever dropped your swimming goggles into the deepest part of the pool and tried to swim down to get them? Yeah, it can be frustrating because the water tries to push you up and you are swimming downward. The name of this upward force exerted on objects submerged in fluids is called the buoyant force.
But what is buoyancy? Buoyancy is the phenomenon discovered by Archimedes that an object less dense than a fluid will float in the fluid. In other words, it's an upward force exerted by a fluid that opposes the weight of an immersed object. In a column of fluid, pressure increases with depth as a result of the weight of the overlying fluid. I will put an example. See someone drop a can of beans in a pool of water. Yeah, that's because pressure increases as you go deeper in a fluid. The force from pressure exerted downward on the top of the can of beans will be less than the force from pressure exerted upward on the bottom of the can. Buoyancy is caused by differences in pressure acting on opposite sides of an object immersed in a static fluid. A typical situation can be that the pressure of the bottom of an object is greater than the top, that the force on the bottom push up and the force of the top push down, or that the direction of the net force due to the fluid is upward. We're going to talk about the Archimedes principle. The Archimedes principle states that any body completely or partially submerged in a fluid at rest is acted upon by an upward or buoyant force, the magnitude of which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body. For example, a ship that it is launched sinks to the sea until the weight of the water it displaces is just equal to its own weight. As the ship is lowered, it sinks deeper, displacing more water, and so the magnitude of the buoyant force continuously matches the weight of the ship and its cargo. Factors that affect buoyancy are the density of the fluid, the volume of the fluid displaced, and the local acceleration due to gravity. The buoyant force is not affected by the mass of the immersed object or the density of the immersed object. Objects immersed in a fluid have an apparent weight, that is, reduced by the buoyant force, less than their actual weight, or directly proportionally to their relative density. One is the Archimedes principle formula, where F is the buoyant force of a given body, B is the volume of the displaced fluid, and G is the acceleration due to the gravity.